It's difficult to step into a first-person shooter these days without seeing the influence of Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. Its release in 2007 took the industry by storm, kicking up more dust than the release of the final installment of the Halo trilogy, while simultaneously turning the series into what it is today. A yearly franchise that continues to gain detractors due to its 3-developer rotation, resulting in very similar mechanics across each entry. Call of Duty 4 continues to represent that high point in the series, not only for bucking genre trends, but for offering a highly polished campaign and an undeniably addictive multiplayer component. Modern Warfare Remastered is proof that these concepts, however basic they may feel by today's standards, are truly timeless, and a fantastic visual upgrade is just icing on the cake.
Good news first, the world's in great shape. We've got a civil war in Russia, government loyalists against ultranationalist rebels, and 15,000 nukes at stake.
Just another day at the office.
Since 2007, Call of Duty's story modes have catered to a more action-heavy tone, punctuating the explosions and mayhem with the occasional low-key operation for good measure. Modern Warfare represents perhaps the best balance of these concepts in the franchise. It's expertly paced, containing some absolutely incredible stealth missions that manage to overshadow some of the game's more intense firefights.
If you have to maneuver, do it slow and steady. No quick movements.
You're also given more freedom here despite the linear level structure, and the number of unforgettable moments throughout are too numerous to count. The visual enhancements are on another level. It's clear the developer went all out in making sure that this remaster certainly looked the part.
10 seconds. Radio check. Go to secure channel. Lock and load.
Upon release, Modern Warfare's multiplayer was truly in a league of its own. But with so many franchises attempting to copy that model since its release, Call of Duty 4's remastered online mode had a good chance of feeling pretty archaic, when in fact it's the complete opposite. Much like Battlefield 1, Modern Warfare Remastered is a welcome return to slower, more methodical play, placing an emphasis on cover and maneuvering rather than movement and speed, resulting in a more grounded, classic feel. The customization options here feel particularly light by today's standards, and that's arguably Modern Warfare Remastered's biggest drawback. And though it would have been very easy to add in the Pick 10 system or update some of the more unbalanced perks, the developer's dedication to the source material is certainly admirable. And the updates that are here definitely deserve praise. The addition of a firing range and created class, as well as numerous subtle changes to animation and a number of smaller tweaks, reinforce the multiplayer's decidedly slower, yet more approachable pace over its futuristic counterparts.
UAV recon standing by. Our UAV is online.
Map design is probably one of the biggest reasons why Modern Warfare became such a phenomenon, and the remastered battlefields remain largely unchanged despite the noticeable visual upgrade. Developers have come to avoid some of the ideas present here. A few maps contain open areas that are essentially death traps, but each one compensates through its back alleys, making for some great close to medium range encounters. Maps like Crash and Ambush have a wonderful sense of balance to them, with a good amount of verticality thrown in for snipers to take advantage of. Then there are maps like Bog, containing a ton of seemingly random assets thrown into one place, making for some odd back and forth between teams. But when all's said and done, a large majority of them are an absolute blast to play in, complementing the style and pace of play that Call of Duty 4's multiplayer is famous for.
UAV recon standing by.
When it comes to remasters, Call of Duty Modern Warfare is near the top of the class, offering a stark contrast to its competition and even its own franchise. The attention to detail on display in both its single and multiplayer modes is truly a sight to behold, a memorable homage to one of gaming's most influential first-person shooters.
Weapons free. Bridge secure. Hold your fire. Guys, stay in the berg till we secure the deck. Over. Roger that. Squad, on me.